Hey folks, Watson here from Watson's Reviews. And today we're looking at the Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. A compact but powerful device that can run just about anything up into and including your house. That's right. And it charges nicely with solar panels too. So first I'll give you some facts and highlights, then demonstrate what I use it for here in northern Michigan, then a few details about the Jackery brand, and I'll bring it home and give you my final thoughts. So let's go ahead and check it out right about now. Before we get into the tech specs, I just gotta say I really wish I'd gotten this earlier in the spring because we had a massive ice storm that completely wiped out power in northern Michigan. There were branches and fallen trees everywhere, and a lot of people are still cleaning up the mess. We have a gas generator too, which served its purpose, but it's loud, gives off toxic exhaust, has to sit outside, and I had to drive 30 miles just to get more gas for it. I also heard a lot of stories of people's generators not starting up or having to be fixed or whatever. If you already have a gas generator, this device can be fully charged off that in just a couple of hours, so you can have quiet power when you want, or go help out the neighbors or something. So that brings me to the first set of features for this device. It's an easy home backup, no complex installation, complicated manuals, or electrical knowledge required. You can think of it as a giant smart power bank with all the outlets you could want, which I'll cover in a minute. And it can be plugged directly into your house as long as you're wired for it. You can also set it up as a UPS with less than 20 milliseconds to switch over, so you can enjoy uninterrupted power and peace of mind. The HomePower 3000 can output 3600 watts continuous with a surge wattage of 7200. Side note, having the surge wattage be double the continuous wattage gives it an advantage over gas generators, which maybe only give you about 20% extra on average. So if you're using it as a UPS, it'll give you time to shut off non-essential appliances, and it's better for things like refrigerators, which can have a pretty high surge draw. Speaking of refrigerators, with its 3 kilowatt hour capacity, this device can power a fridge for about 2 days. And that may be one of the most valuable features of this product. At any given time, you probably have hundreds of dollars worth of food or even medications in your fridge that needs to be kept at a safe temperature. 1 or 2 power outages later, and this will pretty much have paid for itself. Other than fridges, the Jackery can power just about any heavy appliance or tool. I'm talking high wattage things like toaster ovens, coffee makers, microwaves, etc. Or just stick to the 4 core appliances: fridge, fan, phone, and lights. Now if you are just storing this as a backup battery, its patented zero-drain technology retains 95% of its charge after a year. So you can charge it and forget it and not worry about unexpected storms or blackouts. Earlier I mentioned helping the neighbors, which you can easily do because this beast is surprisingly portable. It's dense, it weighs about 60 pounds, but it's the smallest and lightest 3 kilowatt hour power station you're going to find anywhere right now. And with these handles and the general shape, you can easily move it around. And you can even one-hand it if you're feeling frisky. Nice. Now let's take a moment to check out all the ports. Notice all the outputs are on the front side, making for faster access, saves space, and it helps avoid cord tangles. Now first it's got this big guy, the pure sine wave high amperage plug, good for home backups and RVs. Then you've got the 4 pure sine wave standard AC outputs. There's also the DC 12 volt 10 amp output, commonly called the cigarette lighter output. And then you've got 2 USB-C 100 watt max outputs and 2 USB-A 18 watt outputs. Pretty straightforward, right? And to use the device is super easy too. Just turn the unit on with the power button and then enable the type of power you'd like, whether it be the AC power here or the DC and USB power over here. Super easy. It's also got this really nice display here. Gives you all the essential info that you need. You can see the charging info, etc. And even the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi indicators there, which you can use to connect to the app, and I'll get to that in a minute. As far as input ports and charging go, there's 5 different modes for charging. First, the AC charging with 1800 watts, you can charge it in about 2.2 hours. You can also charge it with a gas generator, as I mentioned earlier, in about the same time. You can use the car charging port. You'll need an optional adapter for this, but it can ensure that your emergency power needs are met while you're on the road. Then there's the solar charging, which can do up to 400 watts and will fully charge this device in about 11 hours. And finally, the hybrid charging, which combines the AC and solar to fully charge the device in only 1.7 hours. And as far as input ports, it's got the AC input there and the 2 DC inputs that can be used either for the solar panels or the car charger. Now's a good time to go into a little more detail about the solar charging. The panel I have is the Solar Saga 200, so that's what we'll talk about. The Solar Saga has a nice portable, foldable design, so you can take it anywhere, and a sun angle indicator that tells you when you're getting the best angle for the best charging. And you can use the built-in stand to reposition the solar panel throughout the day to maximize your input. And it also comes with this really cool multifunctional adapter that I didn't know was in there when I opened it up. And it was a nice pleasant surprise. It's got a USB-C port and a USB-A port. So you can literally just take this outside and charge your devices with just the solar panel. That's crazy. I love it. I feel like I'm living in the future. So some notable features of the solar panel. It's a bifacial design, which means better charging efficiency. It's also IP68 waterproof rated. It's also very durable and has this convenient foldable design, which makes it easy to transport, carry, and store. Check this out. Nice. Look at that. And there's also a flexible kickstand on the back, which I'll demonstrate in a second. So the flexible kickstand lets you readjust the solar panel to better catch the sunlight. In fact, the sun's right there. So, yeah, that's better. It even has this cool little shadow dot that helps you get better alignment for better efficiency. There we go, maximum power. A quick note on the Jackery app. It's super cool, but it is optional. You can do Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. I hooked mine up to the Wi-Fi, and I thought it was really cool that you could actually switch on and off the USB or AC from a distance, which gives me a lot of fun and creative ideas, like using it as a light controller. It also has a lot of very interesting energy-saving features that you can use. And if you set this up correctly, it can actually help you save on electricity bills by providing support to your home electrical system. That's pretty cool. So as far as what I'm going to use it for, most importantly, the silent, emission-free home backup power for the wintertime. Because having to run a gas generator in the winter outside is super awkward and inconvenient. Since we don't lose power very often, it'd be a waste for me to just leave the Jackery in the garage collecting dust. So I also plan on using it as my camping and outdoor adventure power source. It fits really easily with the solar panel in the back of my car, and I can take all my devices like the drone, laptop, etc., and I never have to worry about losing power. I can also charge the Jackery on the road between destinations, or when I get there with the solar panel. So from a safety and security standpoint, I'm really glad that I have it in the wintertime for emergencies, but since I have it, I might as well have fun with it and take it on adventures. Now let me take a second to tell you a little bit about Jackery the brand. I first remember hearing about them about 7 years ago, but they've been around since 2012. But I do remember the brand name and that distinct orange color scheme left an impression on me even back then. I've always been into electronics, but I had no idea how big these guys were going to get. One example, my buddy was showing me his travel van the other day, and he referred to his Jackery Explorer as the Jackery, without knowing that I was even aware of the brand, so I thought that was kind of cool. His Jackery is a key piece of equipment for his adventures. Anyways, Jackery was founded by a former Apple engineer, which makes sense since their devices are solid and sleek, with no extra materials or unnecessary parts. And Jackery has just been going after the demand for portable, eco-friendly power solutions. So they actually caught on really quickly among outdoor enthusiasts like me, because they were making innovative, lightweight, and durable power stations before anybody. So these guys are constantly innovating. They've got over 1,500 patents, more than 100 international awards, including Time's Best Inventions, nice, the Red Dot Design Award, and even more. But the bottom line is they're keeping at it and they're really cranking out the hits. I am all about this solar generator, I gotta tell you. And I'm also a big fan of renewable energy, saving money on electrical bills, and, of course, outdoor adventures. So it's great that they're making renewable energy so accessible. You can get it anytime, anywhere. So even if you don't realize it while you're using it, you are actually reducing global carbon emissions by using the solar panel. Very cool. Before I wrap it up, let me give you a quick rundown of what's in the box and a few extra tech specs. So you've got the Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000 unit, which is a Life PO4 battery, 60 amp hours or 3 kilowatt hours, with a long lifespan, and even after 4,000 cycles, you'll still have 70% plus capacity. Nice. It weighs just under 60 pounds, and the dimensions are 16.4 by 12.8 by 12 inches. Simple but effective. It also comes with a thick AC charging cable and the user manual. Well, there you go. Now you know why Jackery has become synonymous with power stations, and why it's a good idea to have a good one like this in every household. Overall, great products, great brand. I'm really liking that orange color scheme too, and the general look and fit and finish. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time on Watson's Reviews. Watson out.